Hey everyone, this is Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we talk about all things ham radio DX, contesting, and portable. Things like POTA, worldwide flora and fauna, and some others. Anyway, I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and I'll just put it this way, I'm not going to identify the person who was, but if they're watching, they'll know it's them, trust me. But this guy is a very well-seasoned POTA activator, he said something on his video that was rather disturbing. Now, I get where he was coming from. He was talking about rude hunters. And, you know, even when I'm running pileups on my special event, I get stations calling. But I would never do this. And this operator said openly on YouTube that he does this. That if I'm for example, I'm calling, right? And there's some lull in the activity. And everybody does this. Even you watching, you do this too. You don't hear anything for 20 seconds, 15 seconds, so you throw out your call sign. So this seasoned POTA activator openly says on his YouTube, he'll work you, but not log you. So here you are, you're a hunter. I gotta pick up a stick here. I got all kinds of sticks that fall down from these trees. You're a hunter, you're working a station. He says, oh, if they're lids, whatever lids mean. I think to be a term in POTA world, lids. But if you're a lid, so you're calling this guy and he'll work you but not log you. Even the biggest pain in the butt who call me, I still put them in my log because they probably need that park or they need whatever I'm doing and they want that special event call sign. I'll be polite and say, you know what? Hey, it's rude to talk over top of people, but I would never not log them. Yeah, that's kind of odd, eh? That this seasoned POTA operator openly says on his YouTube channel that he won't put you in the log. He'll mimic it and he'll work you, but he won't log you. So there's an issue with the POTA logging system or all of them like that. The activator, he doesn't have to log you because maybe you're 1 kilohertz off frequency. He'll say, that guy wasn't on my exact frequency, so I'm not putting him in the log. Or I don't like that person because I don't like what he says on YouTube, so I'm not putting him in my log. That answers a lot of questions, actually. Some questions now have been answered. So I wonder how many of you guys out there do that, you know? I would never dream of that. I run, this month with our VC9F, I just told Larry, Foxtrot 5 Papa Yankee India this. We got 5,200 contacts, 115 countries. There have been a few stations who have not been following the DX code of conduct. When I say few, I mean almost all of them. I just can't think of not putting somebody in the log. That is so disrespectful. That is so against everything that ham radio stands for. I know myself, I will never ever work this person. If I hear him or her on the radio, I will never call them because of this. Because I know, hey, they're not gonna put me on the log because I'm a Canadian or I live in New Brunswick or I have a lounge chair, or I have, a beam and an amplifier. He may not log me, or she may not log me. Petty, very, very petty. And you know who I'm talking to. I'm Mr. Lounge Chair guy, because my wife went out to an auction and bought me a lounge chair for $100. Makes me a bad guy, I guess. Anyway, my message to you all is don't be as petty, and don't, this person, I'll say he or she, is a very piss-poor example of a leader in the Parks on the Air, worldwide flora and fauna, ham radio community. Don't follow this person's teachings because that is just so disrespectful to the amateur radio community. All right, my rant is over. Log everybody. I don't care I don't care who they are, what they do. Log them anyways. 7-3, I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. See you later.